Alright, here's the update video. Cadillac Calais running problems 1970. Base same as that car as a DeVille because of all the options I have on it. One of the major updates I did was add an external fuse panel. The top wire goes to my electric choke. When I finally got my electric choke hooked up, that helped big time with starting the car in the mornings from a cold start. I love it. You know, that helped big time. You know, you run your relay, you have a circuit breaker toward the battery. Relay run off of 12 volt inside the car. Accessory to power it. Full 12 to 12.5 volts coming out of this when the car runs. The second wire would be running to what I just did as an upgrade. I did change all my vacuum hoses, and that made a big difference. It made such a big difference I had to go and change where I had my modulator valve hooked up to, because then my transmission started shifting funny. The second wire, the thick wire you see, that's running to my HEI. I did upgrade to HEI on the Cadillac. I got a distributor off of 73 to 78 Cadillac, 4-barrel HEI. I bought it for $32 off eBay, and I rebuilt it with an $88 Summit kit that came with everything you need except for wires and spark plugs. They have a kit that comes with wires, but I don't want colorful wires that they come with. But $88 cap, rotor, the hold down, came with new weights, new springs, and I used the heavy springs because it's a Cadillac. It's not meant for high revving. We're not racing unless, but I still kept the springs because you can change them in case you want to change your curve on it. And came with a new vacuum advance. When we got the old distributor off, I did find out that the old vacuum advance was bad also, which was contributing to a lot of problems. You can blow air straight through it, and you can suck air straight through it, straight back out it, which means it wasn't creating vacuum. No more vacuum lines. Only one vacuum line runs to my car now, and that's for the vacuum advance. The next step to get a little bit more miles per gallon is we're going to change out the water pump. That's the last remaining original piece on this engine for the most part, as far as any accessories that hook up to it. We're changing the water pump to a newer one, even though this one is good, and we're changing the fan and spacer. We're going to go with a flex fan. You know, free it up just a little bit more. Painted the valve covers and everything. But it's running a lot better now. Finna get ready to start it. But I recommend anybody who has points on their car, get them off. Change it to HEI. Everybody was telling me, oh, make it look original, keep it looking original, go with the petronix kit. Only bad thing about the petronix kit is if it goes bad while you're driving somewhere, you have to go through more to replace that petronix kit by either putting the points back in your car or changing wires so you can put the kit back in. HEI is just a module or ignition coil if it goes bad. They're cheap enough where you can keep handy in your car. Less work, less frustration, especially if anything happens. Everybody was saying you have to remove the second belt. My second belt is on. It barely touches it, and that's because when we turned it to tune it, other than that it didn't touch it, but it's really nothing else, so I didn't have to remove the second belt. Okay, my car hasn't been driven in since I got off work at 11 o'clock last night. Now let's see if we can get it to crank up on first try. First try. First try, the car has crunk up. It's idling high now, and that's only because the electric choke is still engaged within about a minute or two. The electric choke will let it open all the way, and the car will be able to, it'll go down. It won't idle this high. I can stop the idling from high right now. It's no good. For one reason, if you stand right here where I'm at, you can feel just so much air being pulled by that fan hitting me, which is a good idea, but when you're cruising on the highway, cut it off. Okay, cut it off. This fan is creating so much force. You can feel the air bit time rushing back, so you know your engine's getting cool. Only problem is when you're riding at highway speeds, it's no need for that. So flex fan is the way I'm gonna go. Just trying to squeeze out some miles per gallon, and I will also be changing out my spark plugs. I went with, because of budget restrictions, the standard AC Delcos. But I will be trying to find either Denso or Radiums. If I can't find the Denso or Radiums for this car, I'll be going with the highest Bosch I can go with, or NGKs. Everybody I've been talking to said, get off of the AC Delcos. Those are a standard plug. It's not going to burn its fuel efficiently because it's not made for newer fuels, really. It's made for the older car. That will be getting changed out. Getting the most miles per gallon out of your vehicle, especially an older car, is most important. But hopefully the stuff I told you I changed will help you. You know, that's my circuit breaker. I carry a backup circuit breaker with me just in case. Even though I could just hook both wires together, but you want to protect yourself. Also, if you can, buy a can of Aerosol. I haven't done this yet, but when I get my new spark plugs, I will. Take out each spark plug, and it's a Aerosol foam cleaner. Spray it in each cylinder, put the spark plugs back in, let it sit for about 10 minutes. Start your car and run your car until all the smoke clears out. That's going to clean your cylinder walls. You put it inside your intake too, if you can get to it. Access it easily, or shoot it down through the carburetor if you can. Or just gut clean, try to get your intake clean. Because I have a new carburetor, so I'm not worried about a dirty carburetor. Take care of that. And desludge your engine, buy something and restore your engine. Get the old oil out. Go to synthetic blend, anything if you can. You know, treat your car right. It's going to treat you right. And right now, I'm happy. I've been frustrated in the past, but now I'm not. All right, thank you for watching.